Okay, good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Good morning. Okay, hope everyone are doing good. And welcome back. Good to see you all here. Before I start, again, I need to ask this question. Anyone new today? Anyone new? No one from offline. How about online? Anyone new, Nana, today? Just put me in the chat. Okay. So, again, whenever you are new, so every day I need to tell this, right, for the new students that we started this class couple of days back, right? Online new people, Revati, Mallikarjun, Sirisha, Sri Lata and all. Okay. So you will get the recordings of what you have missed, but technically we have not entered into the AWS yet. So we were just going through the basics, right? Okay. All the new people, those who are joined. So welcome you all guys. So all other people, so let's welcome the new people, right? They feel much better when we say welcome guys online. Yeah. So you will get the recordings of what you have missed. Don't worry. Oh, welcome to Riya Fans Club. Thank you. So my dear old guys and the new people, again, whatever we have learned, quickly I will do the recap of what we have learned in our last classes, right? Just go through it and you will get the recordings of that also. Whenever you have time, just go through it. It will be fine. So just continue from the today's class. No problem at all. You want? Can someone can switch out the fan, please? Okay, that is fine. Enough. No, not this. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Is no. You want AC? Huh? You want? Huh? No. Okay, boys. Okay, fine. That's just fine. So once I start the topic, you will be involved in that, right? So you will not get to know that heat. Fine, guys. All right. So let's jump on. What did we discuss in our last class? What did we discuss in our last class? Okay, should we have let's say quick shootout round? Are you ready? So I'll ask the questions from since 2 days. Okay, are you ready? Online ready, Nana? Please come. Okay, so let's see. New people, let's see how my old peoples are answering my questions without any revision. Let's see. And then you will have a quick recap of all these things. So on the first day, we have discussed about the client server architecture, right? So what is a client? Which request a resource. What is a server? Which respond to the resource. And the client and server, they both should be inside the same network. In the network, we have the components. What are those components called? Devices. So the devices can be either client or a server. Okay. Is it long? No. Okay, just give me a second, guys. So offline people are still coming. New. Okay. So how many client server architectures are there? 3 types. What are those, Nana? 1 tier, 2 tier, and then 3 tier. So 1 tier architecture is dead, correct? So in 1 tier architecture, the same device is acting as a client and the same device is acting as a server. So is it good to keep client and server both in the same machine? Answer is no. So what we need to do? Separate. What we need to do, Nana? Separate. If we separate, how many layers it will form? 2 layers. What are those? Client layer and then server layer. Sit down. Okay, online, just a couple of seconds, please. So many offline students are joining. So let me address them first. Just a minute, please. No? Mm. Correct, Pranit. Just a minute, guys. Online people, please. Okay, good. I think here we have so many offline students, new people joined. All you guys are new, right? Can you please raise your hands? How many of you new today here offline? Okay. Okay. Good. All right. So again, I want to repeat this. Sorry for repeating. So next for few days, I need to repeat this because we have new people coming here, right? So let's welcome all the new people. Welcome, guys. Right, and then we started this class couple of days back. Okay, so and then you will get the recordings of what you have missed. Okay, Nana, new people. So you'll get the recordings. So we have been talking about the basics only, right? So what is client and server? There is nothing we haven't started the classes yet. We haven't entered into the AWS and DevOps yet. So just continue the class from today. You will be fine. Okay. And while going down, offline students, you can get the recording from the admin. So 2 days recording, if you see, that should be sufficient. Okay. So because of only 2 days, don't don't uh, don't miss the entire course. Okay, so many people have this feeling, right? So many people have this feeling, sir, I missed 2 days, 2 days gone. No, just for 2 days will you miss 4 months? No, right? So do not miss it. You'll be enjoying the classes. Okay, please come. Okay, let's move on, guys. So I'm doing a quick recap on what we have learned in our last classes. Okay, new people, Anna, concentrate. New people. Okay, so let us quickly ask, guys. Let us do this again. So what is a client? Which request a resource. What is a server? Which respond to that resource. Let me open the pane that we have learned so that it will be easy for you. Okay. Guys, do you mind today, as so many new people came, do you mind that should I recap today about today's session? Is it fine? Okay, Nana? New people? My old people need to be agreed first, please. Yes or no? So let us give some time today because they will be joining us for the next few months, right? So they should not have this feeling that they have missed the classes. Okay? Should we go with the recap? For you also it will be better. Online, please, with your permission, Nana. Thank you very much for showing the concern on the new students. Thank you. Good. Okay, please adjust. Ritesh. Okay. Is it fine? Okay. Okay, sorry for this lag because still offline students are walking in this room. I am very happy to see you all, you guys here, room full completely. This shows how interested you guys are, and definitely offline people might have told to other people also, hey, Riyaz sir class is going on, let's just walk in, right? So good to see all here. And again, new people, this is for you today. Whatever we have learned before, I'm doing the recap. Okay, Nana? New people, raise your hands again. I want to see. Okay. This. Okay. I'm doing the recap for you. All of you, please concentrate. Online. Okay. Okay, Nana. So first of all, what we have learned is client server architecture. What was that? Client server architecture. So for if you take any technology, guys, if you take any technology, every technology will start with what is client and what is server. So what is a client? So if you take a laptop, every day you're using your laptops or not? In your laptop, what you're opening the browser. What are you opening, Nana? You're opening the browser. And you're opening the browser. And what are you typing? You're typing google.com. What are you typing? Not only google.com, it can be any website. So whenever you're typing google.com, what are you doing? Basically, you are requesting or not? What are you requesting here? Google page. What are you requesting? Google page. So you are requesting the Google page. So that is the reason why we call it as client. What is a browser? Example of the client is what? Browser. Whenever you open the browser, you're typing google.com, and what is it called? Client. What is a client? Which request a resource. Say that. What is a client? Which request a resource. Here resource meaning what? Information. What is the resource meaning here? Information. So the resource can be any resource. It can be Google also, it can be Facebook also, it can be Netflix also, it can be anything. So what is a client? Which request a resource. Say that louder. What is a client? Which request a resource. No. Yeah, good. So whenever you're requesting this resource, there should be someone on the other end who should be responding to your resource or not. Right? When I say hi to you, there should be someone on the other end. You also need to say hi to me or not. So I am here a client, right? I'm requesting hi, and you also should be responding to me as a hi or not. So here, whenever you're requesting google.com, there should be another end who should be responding. Who is that guy? Server. Who is that guy? Server. So we have the client which is requesting. We have the server which is responding. So what the client is doing, Nana, here? Client is requesting and server is what? Responding. So what is a client? Which request a resource, and what is a server? Which respond to that resource. You got it? Now, and then as we need to, so this client and server, they both should be inside the same network or not? So if you are learning the class from me, you should be inside this room or other room? Inside this room, right? So we all should be inside the same network in order to communicate with each other. So here, if the client and server wants to communicate with each other, they both should be inside the same network. Nana, in the network, we have so many components are there or not? Example, what are the components that we have in network? Tell me, my old guys. Router, DTH, Wi-Fi, setup box. What else? Hub, switch. Remember all these things. All these are all called what? Devices. Or all these are all called what? Devices. So these devices, whichever the device in the network which is requesting, we call it as client. Whichever the device which is responding, we call it as server. So in the network, the devices can be either a client or a server. Understood? Tell me, new guys, what is a client? Which request a resource. What is server? Which respond to that resource. How many client server architectures are there? 3 types. What are those? 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier. Say that. 1 tier, 2 tier, and 3 tier. So we have 3 types of architectures. So in 1 tier architecture, what happens is, see here. If we take a server, here, concentrate guys. So if we take a server, if we take a laptop, we have our friend here. Where is Suresh? Suresh, okay. So we have the Suresh, he is a developer, Nana, right? And what he did is he developed a nice website in his laptop, right? And then he opened the browser in his laptop, and then he's trying to access the same website that he has developed. So he is accessing his website inside the laptop or outside the laptop? Inside the laptop. Inside the laptop. So as it is inside the laptop, anyone from outside can access the website? No. No, whenever you develop any website, and that website need to be accessed by everyone or not? If it is not accessed by everyone, is it good to develop like that? So for that reason, here, this is called one-tier architecture, where how many layers you have? One layer. What is this one layer meaning? Inside this machine, the client is also inside the machine and the server is also inside the machine. Client meaning, what is the example of the client that we took here? Browser. The browser is inside the machine, and also the website, that meaning who is responding, is also inside the machine. Is it good, this kind of architecture? No, it is not at all good. For that reason, one-tier architecture is dead. We are not using it. So the problem with one-tier architecture is what? Keeping the client and server, they both are in the same machine. Is it good to keep it in the same machine? No. What we need to do? Separate. What we need to do? Separate. Say that. What we need to do, new people? Separate. So if you separate, what will happen? How many layers it will form? 2 layers it will form. What are the 2 layers it will form? Client layer and then server layer. New people are not concentrate because I'm teaching. So I think new people should say thank you to my old guys because they are being very patient, so that we already discussed this. So for the new people especially, I'm repeating all these things. Okay, now? So how many layers the two-tier architecture has? 2 layers. What are those? Client layer and then server layer. Client layer meaning, Manana, all of you has your laptops or not, and all of you has your browsers or not. Every browser, every laptop is a client. Do we need to worry about that? No. So here we have here server. If you take any server or any laptop, what do you have in the bottom? Hardware. Louder. What do you have in the bottom? Hardware. On top of it, operating system. On top of it, application and data. Now, every server you take, Chiti, every server you take, every laptop you take, what do you have in the bottom? Hardware or not? If you take your laptop, you have the hardware, motherboard, fatherboard. No, only motherboard, right? And you have RAM and you have your hard disk, right? All your stuff will be there or not? That will come under hardware. Your hard disk also will come under hardware. On top of it, what you did, you install the operating system. So, you know, right? What is operating system? Right? So, how many types of operating systems mainly we have? 2. What are those? Windows, Linux. What are those 2, Nana? Windows, Linux. So here in our course, I will show you Windows also. I'll show you Linux. But mostly 70 to 80% I will go with the Linux only. Okay? Because why, sir, why not Windows? Guys, since your childhood, you are using Windows machine. Yes or no? Everyone have your laptops. That laptop has Windows laptop or Linux laptop? You know how to operate Windows, but do you know how to operate Linux? That is the reason why I chose here in our course. Mostly, I can say 80% of this, I can say 90% I will go with the Linux. So that whenever I'm using Linux operating system, you will be learning Linux also here in my course. Got it? So for that reason, okay. So we have the operating system. On top of it, what we put? We put the application and then database. Now who will develop the application? Developers develop the application. So developers develop the application in any language. What are the languages that you know? Java, Python, .NET, C, React.js, Node.js. Oh, there are so many things are there. Do we need to worry about all these things? We are not here developers. We are what? What? Who we are? AWS DevOps engineer. What is that? You are cloud engineer. What? You are cloud architect. What? You are cloud support engineer. What? You are cloud SRE engineer. SRE meaning site reliability engineer, right? You are a DevOps engineer. You are a AWS DevOps engineer. So many roles we can decide, right? So these are all your feature roles that you will be working it, right? Okay, fine enough. There are so many. So, but here, as we are learning, 3 parts I told you, no? On 3 parts we are learning here. So in our course, I'll be teaching end-to-end on AWS. That meaning which is the certification that will be covering? Solution Architect. Solution Architect is the certification that will be mostly asked by most of the companies, right? So whichever the services are there in Solution Architect, I'll be covering all those services. And then second part will be DevOps. Second part will be DevOps. So-called the things that you have heard about tools. Can you list down few tools that you know? First, Git, GitHub, Maven, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, Nexus, Grafana, Prometheus, right? What else is? A little bit of Helm, Ansible, right? You understand? You know the tools. All these things will be covered in which part? Part 2. Part 2 will be on the DevOps. And you might have heard also about AWS DevOps services like ECR, ECS, EKS, right? And then also Fargate, right? All these things also will be learned in the part 3. So this is completely like a full stack DevOps, which include AWS DevOps and AWS DevOps also. Okay, super or not? Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I went to there, but yeah. I was talking about operating system. So this developer develops the application here, and then definitely the application need to connect to the database or not. So now application database, they both are in the same machine. No, keeping the application database on the same machine is the dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing. Yeah, take it. Keeping the application and database in the same machine is a very dangerous thing here, right? So why? Similarly, I told keeping Tom and Jerry, they both are in the same room. Is it good? What will happen? Fight will happen. What will happen? Fight will happen. So fight will happen. Either Tom will die or Jerry will die. Yes, sir. Something will happen. Here also keeping application database in the same machine is good. No, what will happen? Fight will happen. Fight will happen for what? For the capacity. So here, because application will give dhamki to operating system, hey, I need 2 GB RAM. I need 2 GB RAM. And database also tell to operating system that I also need 2 GB RAM. But operating system has how much GB RAM here? 4 GB RAM. If everything is given for 2 GB RAM for application, 2 GB RAM for database, what will be there for your operating system? Nothing. So if we have this fight happening between this application and database, who is the most impacted guy? Client. You're getting it? So because here application database are fighting for each other for the capacity, when the customer, that means browser, when the client is asking, hey, give me my application, and application is busy fighting with database, will it respond? It will not respond. As it is not responding, what are the names that you give now? Server down, or below, bad performance, not reachable, dabba server. You say this or not? Right? And then you server busy, unreachable, all these things, you will say this or not? Yes. So all these things will be, you get this because of the fight happening inside the machine for capacity. Is it good to keep application database on the same machine? 100%. What we do now? Separate. What we do now? Separate. So if you separate, how many layers it will form? 3 layers. What are those? Client layer, application layer, database layer. Say that one more. Client layer, application layer, database layer. Before I talk about this 3-tier architecture, so now here we have different types of environments will be there. Nana, do you recommend this 2-tier architecture to be in production environment? No. So do you know there are different types of environments are there? Can you list down few environments? Dev environment, test environment, pre-prod, prod. Which is the environment developer develops the code? Dev environment. Which is the environment tester tests the code? Test environment. Which is the environment customer tests the application? Pre-prod. Which is the environment customer is actually connecting to it? Prod. You're getting it? So integrating all these things, we call it as, I don't say that word here now, but you understand the different types of environments here. These two tier are good for production environment. Let's assume which is your favorite, let's say PUBG you're playing. Which one? PUBG you're playing. So you open the PUBG. Now I'm the server guy. I having one server, and inside that PUBG application also I put in the same server. PUBG database also I keeping in the same machine. Their fight is happening between it. When you're opening your mobile phone and then you're playing PUBG, all of a sudden, enemy, what is that? What is the word? Enemy ahead. So any enemy ahead came. When you're opening and trying to shoot, server busy. What do you get? You will die or not? Obviously, right? So why? Because server is not responding for you. If the server is not responding, your application will work? No. So whenever these kind of things happening, remember in the backend there is a server issue, right? Capacity issues, right? For that reason, it is not at all good to keep this two-tier architecture in the production environment. So what we do separate. If you separate, how many layers it will form? 3 layers. What are those? Client layer, application layer, database layer. Nana, do we need to worry about the client layer? No need to worry about the client layer. So we have what? Application layer and then database layer. Now tell me, what is application server without looking? The server where application has hosted. You have bottle, normal bottle, and you have water inside it. What is that bottle called? Water bottle. I don't give more examples here now. Okay. So now I have here application server. In that, I have server. In that server, what I have hosted? Application. That's why that server is called what? Application server. If I install database, what is that server called? Database server. You're getting it? So application server, means this is one of the powerful interview question. Whenever as a fresher you go for interview, they'll ask this question. Hey, what is application? Because till end of the course, we will be using application servers a lot. For that reason, you need to know what is application server. No? What is application server? The server where the application is hosted is called application server. What is database server? Where the database is installed is called a database server. You're getting how to deploy, how to host, all the things we will learn slowly. But you should know now small things, small names now. Okay. Now, let's say I want to communicate with you. How do we communicate both each other? Using names. Yes or no? So we have this person, right? I want to talk to him. What is your name? Yeah. Vishal. So I say, hi Vishal. Then you will respond to me or not? So that meaning every person here in the society has the name and also they have their own Aadhaar card number. Yes or no? So if I called Vishal here, right? If I have Vishal here, now if you have multiple Vishals, if I say Vishal get up, so many people will get up or not? So if I ask Vishal with this Aadhaar card number 1, 2, 3, 4 till 10, he is the only one person who will get up. Yes or no? So that means Aadhaar card is a unique number for everyone or not? Similarly, how we have persons here, similarly in the network also, machines will be there. For every machine, from machine to another machine, they need to communicate with each other. How do they communicate with each other between the machines? Using IP address. Using what? IP address. How we have the Aadhaar card number? Similarly, we have the IP address for the machines. IP address, Aadhaar card number is unique or not? Can it be duplicated? No. Similarly, here also IP address for every machine is unique. What is the full form of IP? Internet Protocol. What is the definition of IP? It's a unique identifier for a device in the network. So this device can be either client or a server. It can be anything. You're getting it now. So now tell me, two servers or two devices communicate with each other using what? IP address and host name. What's the meaning of host name? Name of the server. I can call him with the Aadhaar card number also. I can call him with the name also. Similarly, for every machine you have the IP address. Every machine has also a host name. You getting it? City online, new people getting it? Okay, good. Okay, now the question here is, all the clients are getting connected to the application server. Yes or no? Clients are getting connected to the application server. This application server, is it good to keep it in public or private? Private. Generally, if you keep this application server private, can anyone directly access the private machine from internet? Private meaning private. Private meaning it is private. Public meaning? Nice. Public meaning public. So public meaning, obviously, when I say this is public, my phone is public, what do you do? You can use it or take it or not. When I say my phone is private, it's my phone. Can you touch it? Don't dare to touch it. Okay. Fine. I'm just kidding. Okay. Understood now. So now this application server, you keep it private. Can customers connect to my application server? You are keeping your application server in your bedroom. Can outside people connect to your bedroom? Because bedroom is private. Now you put this server in your veranda, in a balcony. Anyone can access that or not? Possible. So that's the reason why. So if you keep your application server in private, no one can access it. Then if you keep it public, anyone can access it. So the problem here is, lot of code is there inside my application server. If you keep it public, anyone can hack it or not? So if you keep it private, no one can access. If you keep it public, there is a problem with the security. So what we need to implement in between? Web server. What we need to implement on a web server. So what is the web server? What is the web server? Which takes the request and redirect to the application server. Understood? And this is called three-tier architecture, or we call it as what? Entire architecture. Now this is good for the production environment or not? Yes. Is there any fight happening between here? No, because application server is individually in his home and database servers also in his own home. And they have their own 4 GB RAM and these have their own 4 GB RAM. There is no possibility of having any fight. If there is no fight, what is the result? Good performance. If fight is there, bad performance. No fight, good performance. You got this? This is what we have discussed in the first class. Clear? New people? New people? Clear? Okay? Online new people? When I say clear, please put CC. CC meaning crystal clear. New people, please put CC. Is it clear for you till here? Super. Fantastic. Good, Nana. So this is what we have discussed on the first day. And next here is, we have discussed this. Don't worry about this. This looks bhayanak, but it's very easy. Okay. Pavano? Absent. Okay, he said he will join online. Okay. So assume that, let's take Vishal. Vishal's laptop. Whose laptop is this? Vishal laptop. And Vishal, what you do, Vishal? You open your laptop and you open your browser or not? Uske baad aapki marzi, right? You do whatever you like. So what we do, we open the browser and what we type? Google.com. What we type? Google.com. So if we type Google.com here, if we type Google.com, so basically browser need two things. What are the two things? Host name and then IP address. Say that. What are those? Host name and then IP address. Because for every machine we have host name and then IP address or not. Similarly, for browser also, browser need two things. What are those? Host name and then IP address. We are providing the Google.com, that is come under host name. Is it possible for you to remember the IP address of Google? Is it possible to remember the IPs of Facebook? Is it possible to remember the IP address of your Instagram? No. But there is one guy who will remember IP address for you. Who is that guy? DNS. Who is that guy? DNS. What is the full form of DNS? Domain name server. Okay? Domain name server. So what this DNS will do? I also gave one example. DNS is similar like your phone book. In your mobile, you have the contacts or not? So for every contact, you have the mobile number and the name. So if you give the mobile number, it will give the name or not? If you put the name, it will give the mobile number or not? So if you want to call your own sweetie, I mean, whoever it is, it will give the mobile number or not? Similarly, here also. So if you give the IP address to DNS, it will give the host name. If you give the host name, it will give the IP address. So it has the collection of IP address and host names or not? That is called DNS. What is DNS, Nana? It keeps tracks of all host names and then IP address. Or it will convert IP to host, host to IP. Getting it? Okay. So now browser require two things, host name and IP address. So you are providing google.com. So now is our Vishal is providing the IP address? No. Who need to provide IP address? DNS. For that reason, browser will talk to whom first? Local DNS. Now, where is your local DNS? /etc/host file. That will be inside your laptop or not? Your phone has local DNS. Your laptop has the local DNS. First, if at all, let's say for example, I'll give one real example. See, in your phone or laptop, you're trying to access a new website which you have not accessed before. First time it will take time or not? First time it will take time or not? Next time will it take time? No, first time it take time. Why? It has to go through all this process. Next time it will be very fast because all the IP addresses are stored in the local DNS only. Does it need to follow all these things to get the IP? No need. For that reason, okay, local DNS. From the local DNS, the request will go to where? RNS. What is RNS? Root name server. What is RNS? Anna? Root name. What is the job of RNS? It will identify the domain name. It will identify the domain. What is the domain? What is the top level domain we are using here? .com. So we have different types of top level domains or not? Can you tell me a few top level domains? .com, .edu, .in, .org, .net. Like this, you have hundreds of top level domains are there. So which is a top level domain that we are interested here? .com. For that reason, root name server will forward the request to top level domain called which one? .com. Getting it? Okay. From the .com, do you remember I told you yesterday? Which is the example that I took yesterday for this? Theater. Remember theater? Right? New people. So theater meaning, I don't give the same example again, you will get bored. So basically, assume that this is the theater, big theater. Inside the theater, so many audience are sitting. And you are also sitting here. Your friend came outside the theater and your friend need to identify you. So what do? You will shout or not? You will shout and you will say, hey, hare, haule, right here, come this way, right? We'll say all these things or not? So we will say that. So who is that guy saying all these things? We call it as name server. Whenever you are getting up and then waving the hand, your friend will come directly to you or not? Yes. Here also in .com, we have something called what, Nana? Name server. When the request is waiting for google.com, name server will take that request and take it to whom? Google.com. So who is the guy who will identify the domain here? Name server. What is that? Name server. And name server has what? SOA. What is the full form of SOA? Startup authority. What is it today? Startup authority. Who has the IP address? SOA has the IP address. Now here, our Vishal Hangama is all about getting the IP address or not? So yes, we got the IP address. Now quickly tell me without looking. So browser require two things. What are those? Host name and then IP address. Say new people. Host name and then IP address. From browser, the request will go to local DNS. From local DNS, request will go to RNS. RNS to top level domain. Top level domain to name server. Name server to SOA. Who has IP address? SY has the IP address. So this SY will give the IP address to whom, Nana? Browser. Is this clear till here? New people? New people? Okay. Online cities? New people, okay? New people, please respond. Mic testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fantastic. Good, Vishwa, Srilata and all. Okay, now. So now I gave an example now. Where is the Google page? In which company? Google company. So my request need to go to which company now? Google company. Yes or no? The request need to go to now Google company. So now tell me, I give the same example of yesterday so that new people can easily understand. New people, if you want to go into your friend, which is in apartment, who will stop you first? Security guy. Yes or no? So if you want to go and meet some person in apartment, who is the guy who will stop you first? Security. So what is the question the security guy will ask? Who are you? Inka. कहाँ जा रहा है रे? Right? So who are you? Where are you going? To whom you want to meet? What is the purpose? Everything he'll ask or not? So if the security guy is asking these many questions, now your request is going to in which company? Google company. So your request will directly go inside the Google company? No, there should be someone who will stop that request or not. Who is that guy who is stopping the request? Firewall. Who is that, Nana? Firewall. What is firewall? Where is your hand? Which stops. Don't hit in front of people. Which stops unauthorized access to the network. What is that? Which stops unauthorized access to the network. So our security guy, what is doing? He will either allow or deny. Okay, right? Sorry. So here the security guy will either allow or deny. Firewall also will allow or deny. Remember yesterday we learned about protocols. Let me ask you quickly. Ready? Sing that song first. Okay, no, I'll ask the questions directly. Okay. Which is the protocol to connect to the website not securely? HTTP. Port number 80. Which is the protocol to connect to the website securely? HTTPS. Port number 443. 443. Not 143. 443. Which is a protocol to connect to the Linux machines? SSH. Port number 22. Which is a protocol to connect to the Windows machines? RDP. Port number 3389. Which is secure? HTTP or HTTPS? HTTPS. Fantastic. Right? So that is what we have. So Nana, all your data from your laptop need to go to the server. Yes or no? So how does your data is traveling in the network? In the form of data packets. In the form of what? Data packets. What does the data packets contain? Data. What does the data packet contain? Data. What does the biryani packet contain? Biryani. What does the data packet contain? Data only. Right? So what is this data information meaning? So where are you coming from? Where are you going? Which port number? Which protocol? Right? What data that you need? What is the domain name? Entire information will be inside that packet. Assume that that packet is traveling in the network. It is traveling. And it's traveling. It is going to which company? Google company. And who is the guy who will stop the packet? Firewall. And firewall will say, hello, open karo. Yeah. क्या open karo? Packet bhai. What is that? Packet. Open your packet. So packet got open. And firewall will check. Okay. Where are you coming from? Vishal's laptop. Okay. What do you want? Google page. What's the port number? 80. Protocol? HTTP. Chal hat. Chal be sale. Right? Go back. Go back. Why? Not secure. Our firewall will allow only secure thing. So secure meaning which protocol? HTTPS. Then again, it will go to the Vishal, and Vishal in the browser, it will say, Vishal, you are not able to connect to this page. That's the error that you get. So Vishal will just scratch his head and he'll say that why it is not working. Oh, I forgot to put HTTP Yes. So what did you put now? https://google.com. Then he sent the request. Again, the data pack is going to the firewall. Firewall will say, open your packet. And then now entire information is correct or not? Now he'll say, grand welcome to Google company. So that meaning is nothing but allow. Okay. Now, once it is allowed, there are so many web servers will be available or not? So many web servers will be available. Now tell me, the request will go to first web server, second web server, third web server. Assume that there is nothing here. Directly, this request came and saw, Arey Babre, so many web servers are there. To whom I should go? We'll get confused or not. For that reason, what we need to keep between? Load balancer. Remember yesterday we discussed. What is that word? Load balancer. Say that. Load balancer. What is the meaning of load balancer? Which balance the load. What is the definition I told you yesterday? Which distribute the traffic to multiple servers. What is the method? Round robin method. Which method? Round. What is round robin method? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that meaning first request will go to first machine. Second request will go to second. Third request will go to third. Fourth request, first. Fifth request, second. Sixth request, third. Like this. So it will go, that is called round robin method. Now tell me, request came here. So request will go to first whom? Load balancer. Load balancer will send the request to web server first. Which web server? First one. Now Pavan requested. Now load balancer will send to second. Our Raj has requested. That will send to third. So like this, everyone one by one, the load balancer will balance the load. So now from web server, the request will go to where, Nana? App server. From there to DB server. Can you tell me this is a 3-tier architecture or not? So do you see in the Google company, definitely they will be using 3-tier architecture. You're getting it? So now Google page is here. So from DB server, the request will go to app server to web server to load balancer to firewall. And finally, the request, the Google page will come to the browser. This much hangama will happen if you type Google page. Sir, why this hangama? I don't use the Google at all now. But guys, remember, you are the one who will be setting up everything in the back end from now onwards. You are the one who need to maintain the application. And what are you expecting if you type Google page? When you type Google page, fatak enter, within millisecond you are expecting to get it. Yes or no? So that entire process will be happening within milliseconds. Don't worry. I'll help you to architect all these things in coming days. Right? So this is what we have learned in our last class. Is it clear? Online, is this clear till here, everyone? So this is what we have discussed in our previous classes. New people, okay? Okay, Nana? Okay? New people? Okay? Nice. Fantastic. Any questions still here? Any questions? Okay. No questions. Fantastic. Please explain firewall. So firewall, guys, what I want you to do for now is, I am introducing the wordings. About this, we'll go deeper in coming classes. But here for now, what is the meaning of firewall, Sunil? So what is the meaning of firewall, Anna? Which stops unauthorized access to the network. Firewall meaning which stops unauthorized access. That meaning, so here, what will the Google engineers will do is, they will create a firewall here. Here in our cloud also, AWS will also have a firewall. So what you do is, there you will be allowing the protocols. What you will be allowing? Protocols. Can you tell me a few protocols that you know? Can you tell me a few protocols that you know? HTTP, HTTPS, SSH, RDP, TLS, देख लिया? FTP. There are so many different protocols are there. All this will come under protocols only. But you don't need to worry about all these protocols. Whichever the protocols that you need to allow, those protocols only you need to put it inside the firewall. So here, these are the 4 major protocols that we always do in our course. Clear, Nana? Any other questions? So, okay, what we do is, let me see. Do you have any questions meanwhile? So this is only AWS. So what we do is, as we have still time, KK. So ISP meaning, what is ISP, Nana? Internet service provider. Do we need to worry about internet service provider here? No need. Okay. So what we do is, let me ask few questions now. I have promised that I will be talking about the protocols. What is that? Protocols. Let's talk about the protocols here. Let me ask this question for you. Sir, what is HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. That is called full form. Right? In interview also, if he ask what is HTTP, if you say Hypertext Transfer Protocol, he will get hypertension. BP. So that is the full form, Nana. So what is the definition? And that is property. What is HTTP? Online people, experience people, tell me. What is HTTP? See, basics are important or not? Everyone say basics are important or not? Everyone. Online. See, this is the reason why without HTTP, knowing about HTTP, what exactly it does, we cannot do wonders in coming days, right? For that reason, don't worry. I'm here to teach all from basics. So here, let me say HTTP, full form of HTTP. Let me write that. HTTP. Tell me, what's the full form? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Good. So that is the full form we say. But what exactly the definition of HTTP is this? Let me ask. So Nana, what is the default port number of HTTP? HTTP default port number is what? 80. HTTP default port number is 80. Because yesterday we have learned this. That's the reason why you said this is 80. So whenever you're opening the browser, can you tell me what is the URL that you type? Tell me. Full, from starting to end, you tell. What is the URL that you type? http://google.com. This is what you type. Yes or no? Okay, now. You know only till here. So if I translate this, if I give it, what is HTTP here called? Protocol. :/ what is google.com meaning here? Domain name. We know only this, but do you know that at the end we need to put the port number? Do you know this? Tell me honestly, yes or no? Actually, experienced people might know. Actually, whenever you are typing in the browser, protocol : / domain name, at the end, definitely you need to put the port number. Without port number, your website will not work. Sir, but till now, did you put any port number? Did you put any port number in the browser? No, but why all websites are working? Interesting or not? Huh? Let me clear all these things for you. Okay, before that, let me ask this wonderful question. I am typing here http : google.com. Will this work? Every day you're using Google, no? http://google.com. Will it work? Yes or no? Hmm? Online, tell me yes or no. Online people, they are typing in the browser now. Yes. So if you hit enter here, it works. Why? That HTTP got automatically redirected to HTTPS. How to do this redirection, we will see. In coming days, we will work on it. Okay. Now, the question here is for you. Let me talk about what is HTTP does. This is your client. What is this? This is your client. This is your server. Listen carefully. So this is the client. So what is an example of the client that I took? What is the example client that you took? Browser. Which one here? Browser. So this is the browser. So in the browser, you type what, Nana? Google.com. So when you type google.com, the request need to go to here or not? So there should be someone who should take your request till to the server and get the information from it and give it back to the client or not? Can you tell me who is that guy? Hmm? That is nothing but HTTP. You understand? HTTP is the guy, whatever the things that you put it here. What is it? What did you put? http://google.com you put, right? So this is how you put it in your browser. Whenever you type google.com, HTTP is the guy who will take your data, transfer the data from your browser to server and server to browser. And what is HTTP? HTTP transfer the data from client to server, server to the client. Or you can also say HTTP transfer the data from browser to server, server to browser. And who is the guy, guys, who is transferring the data here? HTTP. That is the actual work of HTTP. That is the reason why hypertext transfer protocol. Transfer meaning what? Transferring the data from one place to another place. That is the actual HTTP meaning, right? So client will, so here, so client will talk to the server and server will respond to this client. Tell me, what is the definition of HTTP now? HTTP transfers the data to and fro from where? Browser to server and vice versa. Clear? Now you can proudly say, what is the definition of HTTP? Louder. HTTP transfers the data to and fro from browser to server and vice versa. This is called actually the job of HTTP. Okay, now let me ask one wonderful question for you. See, now I am typing in the browser http:// as google.com/Vishal. Will this work? Will this work or not? Will this work or not? Okay, not Vishal. Yes, okay. Hello. Will this work? Will this work or not? Will this work? Okay, let's do. From your browser, you type http://google.com/xyz. Now, who is the guy who will be taking all this data? HTTP. HTTP will go in the network, it will transfer, it will go. It will go to which server? Google server. Which server, Nana? Google server. So Google server will say, hey, HTTP, hi, how are you? HTTP says, I'm fine. Why did you came? And so this HTTP will say, hey, my client is asking for which page here? XYZ pair. What page? XYZ page. So my Google server will say, don't worry, let me check XYZ page is there or not. XYZ page is there or not. So Google server will check everything under the server. Is there any page called XYZ? page founda, page not founda. That is the response that will give it to the browser. And that's the reason why you say, you see page not found. How many times you saw this page not found? So many times or not? What is the code for page not found? 404. Fantastic. Yes or no? This is the reason why you get 404. These are all the basics. Because next time when you join the company, you should do all these things or not. So when the customer call you and said, hey, I'm getting page not found error, then you should tell that he might be accessing some page which is not there in my server. That's why we call it as page not found. Now you all understood? We call this as status codes. Say that. HTTP status codes. What's the status code that you know? Number one, 404. What's it 404 meaning? Page not found. Can you tell me what else code numbers that you saw? 502. What is 502? 500 you might have saw. Internal server error. Have you seen this error? Many times? 503. Service unavailable. Have you seen this? Where did you saw service unavailable? IRCTC, Tatkal tickets. Sometimes you get service unavailable or not. So you have so many code numbers like this. So because whenever HTTP is transferring the data from the server to your browser, if HTTP found some problem on the server, he will be responding to the browser using these codes. Okay. So let's say page found. What is that? Page found. What is the status code that you get? 200. This is very important certification question. Say that. Which is that? 200. What is the success status code? Again, 200. What is the number? 200. What is page found or success code? 200. Remember, this is very important. You getting it? Online? You're getting it now? Okay. So, remember, this is very important topic. See here. Guys, there are so many status codes are there. You don't need to worry about those many status codes, only few. Now tell me, I told you that protocol : / domain name : port number. So at end of the URL, we need to put the port number. Are you putting the port number here for the Google? But why it is working? I'll tell you. So Nana, here at the end of the URL, definitely you need to put the port number. But here we are not putting. First one, you tell me, are you interested to put the port number? First of all, you tell me, are we interested to put the port number? If the Facebook guy came and said, hey, if you want to access my Facebook, http : facebook.com : 1 2 3 4 5 6. You need to put this number. Are you interested to put? No. No one is interested to put this number, right? But the browser, without that number, it will not move forward. But see here, why it is working is, what is the port number of HTTPS? 443. Can you tell me? HTTPS : / google.com : 443. Will this work or not? Will this work or not? Tell. बोलो. काम करेगा नहीं? Online. Oh, something. Something. I will not say double about that, okay? But just tell me, yes or no. Some students say, tell me, yes or no. You need to say something. Think whether, see, Nana, that answer is correct or not. First, you need to speak out. That's what I said. Yes or no. Okay, fine. Should I hit enter now and check? Yes, this one, yes. Okay. So let's do enter. It worked or not? Why? So I put the port number, right? Do we need to put the port number? No need. But still I put the port number, it worked. Why? Because What is the default port number of HTTPS? 443. Whether you put, don't put, both are same. Whether you put or don't put, both are same. That is the reason why we are not putting. Because we are not interested. But definitely you need to put the port number. So are we interested here? No. Okay, now let's put 143. Will it work? Google, I love you. No. Will it work or will not work? Let's say enter. It will not work. Why? HTTPS default port number is what? 443, not 143. That's the reason why it will not work. So remember, guys, all the time that your websites will work with the default port number. What is the HTTPS default port number? 443. Now let me this. http://google.com port 80. Will this work or not? Will this work or not? What is the default port number of HTTP? 80. Are we putting 80 or not? Why you said no? What is the reason? But it will redirect. Kada. Right? If I hit enter here, it worked. Because in the backend, Google has some rule that whoever is typing HTTP redirect it to HTTPS. So understood, Nana? So, but if you don't see, always for customers, we are all customers or not? For customers, we need to have a default port number. Which one? Default. So every website you take, what? Let's say, tell me, Amazon.in. Should I put it? Amazon.in. Is it working or not? Now tell me. Will this work? Will this work? Suresh? Okay. What is the protocol? HTTPS. What is the default port number? I'm putting 443 or not? So will this work or not? Yes, sir. It worked. Now, 143. 8080. 8080 will work? 8080 will work? Answer is no, it will not work. Because what is 8080? We don't know. We know only two port numbers. What are those? 80 or 443. That is the reason why we call it as default port numbers. Whether you put, don't put, both are same. So it is not working. This it is loading. It's not working. Okay. Now, will this work with 80? With 80? Working? Why? Because there is no redirection in the backend. Google has a redirection. But our, so now tell me here, what port number, what protocol is this? HTTPS. HTTPS port number is 443. If you put 80, will it work? It will not work. No, that's the reason why it's not working. So what is the port number that you need to put here? 443. Either put 443 or don't put anything. It will work or not? It will work. You understand? So the concept, we'll be learning much more things also, but you understand the whole concept. So for customers, it should be always default port number or not? Yes or no? For customers, it should be always a default port number. What are those two default port numbers? 80 and 443. 80 and 443. Okay, let me give one more real-time example for you. See, now I have this server. I have the server. Inside this server, I have put the application. And there is a application server called Tomcat. Have you heard about Tomcat? Those who have not heard, don't worry. Tomcat is a application server. Okay, and your application is working on which port number? 8080. Your application is working on which port number, Anna? 8080. And the IP address of this server is 192.168.20.30. Okay, now I want to access my application. How do I access? I'll put the options, you tell me. 192.168. What is that? 20.30:80. It is 1:80:80. And so if I want to access my application, how do I access? Which option is correct? Option A, B, C. If you say none of the above, in interview also, he will say none of the above. I'm triggering your brain slowly. You need to learn, right? Yeah. Your application working on which port number? 80, 80. Okay, let's take this first example. If you take first example, all port protocols are which one? HTTP. What's the port number? 80. So HTTP 80. Correct. So if it is going like this, it will go inside the server. And your application working on which port number? 8080. So, but you are going with which number? 80. Will it respond? Let's take the second one. So here, what is the port number you are using? 8080. You're going inside the server. Hey, server, please respond. And server will ask, what is the port number? 8080. Application port number? 8080. Will it work or not? Yes. And this one, what is the port number? If you don't have anything, what is the port number? Default port number is 80. So with 80 it is going. Will it respond? No. What is the answer? Getting it? Getting logics. Guys. Chala unnai, dacham. Right? There are so many things are there. Right? So, okay. Sir, but just now you only told that customers, you should not put the port number. Then what is this? Mellaga is that, right? Okay. For this, what I do is, see Nana, let me tell you one nice architecture. Guys, these are all super important. Don't leave the class online, people. This is the server. This is server. How many servers are there? 3. What is this? Huh? Load balancer. Remember, when I put like this, I mean, not this. When I put this, what is this? Load balancer. Okay. Okay. So we have the application here. Okay, Nana, we have the application here. Application. And application running on which port number? 8080. Here also? Here also? Okay, na? Here we have our Vishal. Vishal will become celebrity. What the load balancer do, Nana? Load balancer will distribute the traffic to all these things or not? Yeah. Okay, now. Vishal, what is our website name? http://boom.com. Example. What is our website application? Boom.com. Okay, now tell me. This is load balancer. You should tell me, Nana, yes or no. See. Boom.com. When he type boom.com, it will go to where? It will go to the load balancer. It will go to the load balancer. Can you tell me here, what is the port number you are using here? Louder, everyone. What is the port number you are using? Online. 80. So 80, load balancer received 80. Load balancer is send the request to which server? First server. 80. Application is running on 80. Will it respond? No. So will this work? You're understanding scenarios. Here for customer, you need to put what at the end? 80. Now tell me. Which port number? 80. It is going here into the application. Application will respond now? It will respond. But do you like this? For this, for customer, it should be always default port number. Yes or no? For customer, it should be always default port number. That meaning he should be able to access only boom.com. So what? So boom.com meaning what is the port number that we use here? 80. It will go here. But what the load, so our customer is using 80, but our application is running on 8080. So what we need to do is, we need to tell load balancer, Arey Babu, load balancer, convert from 80 to 8080. This type of conversions, we'll do it on the load balancer. Now tell me, for customer it is 80 or not? It is coming to 80, and load balancer will convert that to 8080, and then we'll go back to application on 8080. Application also working on 8080. Will it respond or not? It will respond. Then again it will convert to 80, and then we'll go back to the here. That is how we need to do. So this kind of rules, we will be doing it inside the load balancer. Clear? Clear? So we'll be doing a lot of things like this. But is it clear, Nana, till here, everyone? So you tell me, which is secure, HTTP or HTTPS? Online, everyone, HTTP or HTTPS? HTTPS. What is the difference between HTTPS and HTTP? I'll quickly tell you, because that is very important. Assume, what is your name? Pandu. Pandu, not Pandu. Pandu. Okay. Assume Pandu, right? Pandu is using a website which is working on HTTP. Which is working on what? HTTP. He's purchasing something. Guys, only few minutes, okay? He's purchasing what? Something. And your website is working on which port number, which protocol? HTTP. So what he did is, I'll call Pandu. Okay, Pandu is fine, right? So I'll say Pandu here. So Pandu, what he did is, he opened the website HTTP and he clicked many things. He started purchasing. He's putting the credit card number, CVV number, expiry date, everything he put. He submit, enter. That entire data will be transferring as a data packet in the network or not? And where it is going to the server? Where it is going to the server? This is the data packet. This is the data packet. What does the data packet contain? Data. Data packet. What type of data it contain? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? What is the protocol? What is the port number, etc. Right? Data, etc. You have it here. Okay, now, what is the port number that protocol we are using? Here, HTTP. Our Pandu is using HTTP here. Now this data packet is traveling around in the network. And all of a sudden, one guy came and he said, stop. Packet sudden break. And packets are such a big guy. He got scared. Packet is very innocent. And that guy said, open your packet. You know who is that guy? No. Before firewall itself, in the network only, hacker came. Who came? Hacker came. And hacker came, he said, open the packet. Packet opened. The packet is very innocent. When the packet opened, what is there? What information mainly? Credit card information, CVV numbers, everything. So now our Pandu will do the shopping or hacker will do the shopping? Hacker will do. And who will get the bill? Pandu will get the ting, message will come. How much? 50,000 rupees deducted. Sir, something happened. Why? What is the problem? Because he is using which URL? HTTP URL. Whenever using HTTP, all the data that is transferred is in the plain text. What is that, Nana? Plain text. Or what is that? Clear text. That meaning in the data packet, if you open also, every information will be there in plain text. That is the problem with HTTP. That is why we call it as secure or not secure. Not secure. Now, if you want to secure, which is the protocol that you should use? HTTP? Yes. HTTP? Yes. Now, our Pandu, what he did? This time, what he did? He used HTTP? Yes. Now, the same information, credit card information, now it is traveling, the data packet is traveling in the network. Same guy came. Hey, hello. Hold on. This time, packet attitude is different. Yes. Tell me. Open your packet. Open. Dekh lo. I mean, chusko. What is that? So if the packet got opened, the entire information is in encrypted format. Which format? Encrypted format. So as it is encrypted format, can hacker can decrypt it? No, not possible. So your data is safe or not? Your card details are safe or not? Your account is safe or not? So that's the reason we should be using which protocol? HTTPS, because the HTTPS meaning encryption or not? Yes. Whenever we say HTTPS, which port number? 443. We are talking about here encryption. What's that, Nania? Encryption. How do you do the encryption? We need to purchase something called certificates. What we need to purchase? Have you heard about SSL certificates? SSL certificate, TLS, HTTPS, all this will come under what, Nana? Certificates. Have you heard about GoDaddy? Come on me. Only GoDaddy. So GoDaddy or some HostGator, there are few providers, they are providing the certificates. But as we are learning AWS, do we need to go and purchase outside? No, in AWS itself, we need to purchase. There is separate service for it. We'll be learning in coming days. Whenever, remember like this, the takeaway here is whenever you say HTTPS, that meaning is equal to certificate. Say that. Certificate. What certificate? HTTPS certificate or SSL certificate. Now the account, your data is safe or not? That's the reason why we call it as HTTP and HTTPS. Both the protocol, HTTPS is secure. I'll stop it here because if I keep on teaching, I'll be teaching continuously, right? So I see everyone are very curious and excited. You got excitement, right? Nice. Okay, so we'll stop it here. I'll take any questions. Do you have any questions online? Don't leave the class until I say. So new people, you all understood yesterday's concept, right? No issues, right? Good. Any questions online? And tomorrow will be super interesting subject. Tomorrow we are entering into cloud. Tomorrow we are entering into cloud. So, but I'll not be telling directly what is cloud, but I'll be teaching you what was the before cloud. What is the reason of going to cloud? What is AWS? What is difference with AWS cloud? Who invented cloud? Where is cloud? What is cloud? Why is cloud? Everything we'll be talking from tomorrow. Do not miss the class. Tomorrow will be very super interesting. I'll be giving a nice story also so that you can easily understand the topic. Clear, Nana? Super. Online, can we give the final CC for today, please? CC with smile. Smile, smile. Smile is important. All right, so that is all for today. Let's connect tomorrow with the next powerful topic. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Do not miss the class. Bye-bye.